Hello everyone, and welcome to another story time on this really gloomy Thursday. It's been raining so much, hasn't it? I know what we need to say. We need to say, rain, rain, go away, come back another day. Hopefully we'll get some sunshine tomorrow. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So I'm really excited today because I am reading to you from my very own reading den that I've made. Now I've just made mine from a big old bed sheet and 2 camping chairs, but you can make yours out of anything that you like. So that might be something fun to try when you read stories with your mummy or daddy or whoever it is that looks after you. So I'm going to make sure that I've got everything I need in my amazing reading den before I start. So I've got a big snuggly jumper. I've got a lovely woolly blanket. I've got a very soft teddy. Her name's Daisy, so everybody say hello to Daisy. And last but not least, no reading den would be complete without a hot chocolate. Lovely. So the story that I have chosen for you today is, of course, The Gruffalo's Child. And we've read this at school quite a few times before, haven't we? And I bet you know most of the words. Okay, are you ready? Are you sitting comfortably? Okay, let's begin. The Gruffalo said that no Gruffalo should ever set foot in the deep, dark wood. Why not? Why not? Because if you do, the big bad mouse will be after you. I met him once, said the Gruffalo. I met him a long, long time ago. But what does he look like? Tell us, Dad. Is he terribly big and terribly bad? I can't quite remember, the Gruffalo said. Then he thought for a minute and scratched his head. The big bad mouse is terribly strong, and his scaly tail is terribly long, and his eyes are like pools of terrible fire, and his terrible whiskers are tougher than wire. One snowy night, when the Gruffalo snored, the Gruffalo's child was feeling bored. So the Gruffalo's child was feeling brave. So she tiptoed out of the Gruffalo cave. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. Into the wood went the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh-ho! A trail in the snow. Whose is this trail and where does it go? A tail poked out of a log pile house. Could this be the tail of the big bad mouse? Oh, I seem to have skipped a page. Let me go back. There we go. Out slid the creature. His eyes were small, and he didn't have whiskers. No, none at all. You're not the mouse. Not I, said the snake. He's down by the lake, eating Gruffalo cake. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh-ho! Marks in the snow. Whose are these claw marks, and where do they go? 2 eyes gleamed out of a treetop house. Could these be the eyes of the big bad mouse? You see them up there? I wonder what animal it could be. Let's find out and see. Skip the page again. There we go. Down flew the creature. His tail was short, and he didn't have any whiskers of any sort. But you're not the mouse. Too-hoo, not I. But he's somewhere nearby, eating Gruffalo pie. The snow fell fast and the wind blew wild. I'm not scared, said the Gruffalo's child. Aha! Oh ho! A track in the snow. Whose is this track and where does it go? Whiskers at last, and an underground house. Could this at last be the home of the big bad mouse? I wonder what creature that could be. Have a look. Oh, I wonder what's got an orange nose and whiskers and lives in an underground house. Let's find out if you are right. Out slunk the creature. His eyes weren't fiery. His tail wasn't scaly. His whiskers weren't wiry. You're not the mouse. Oh no, not me. He's under a tree, drinking Gruffalo tea. It's all a trick, said the Gruffalo's child, as she sat down on a stump where the snow lay piled. I don't believe in the big bad mouse. But here comes a little one, out of his house. Not big, not bad, but a mouse at least. You'll taste good as a midnight feast. Oh, the pages don't seem to want to turn. There we go. Wait, said the mouse, before you eat. There's a friend of mine you ought to meet. If you let me hop onto a hazel twig, I'll beckon my friend so bad and big. The Gruffalo's child unclenched her fist. The big bad mouse, so he does exist. The mouse hopped onto the hazel tree. He beckoned and then said, just wait and see. Out came the moon. It was bright and round. A terrible shadow fell onto the ground. Who is this creature so big, bad and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. His ears are enormous, and over his shoulder he carries a nut as big as a boulder. That is quite scary. The big bad mouse, yelled the Gruffalo's child. The mouse jumped down from the twig and smiled. Aha! Oh-ho! Prints in the snow. Whose are these footprints, and where do they go? The footprints led to the Gruffalo cave, where the Gruffalo's child was a bit less brave. The Gruffalo's child was a bit less bored. And the Gruffalo snored and snored and snored. And that is the end of our story. So, I hope you enjoyed that story today, and I hopefully, me making an amazing reading den will inspire you to make one too. Okay, until next time, bye-bye.